All right. What's going on, everyone? Frank Rowe, The Strength Equals. It's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been longer than that since I put a video up. I don't want to rest too long, but that's the best I've done with the bag in a while. I've gotten 6 last time in the minute, but I've said this before. Micro progress. Keep track of it. That seemed like a big deal, but for me, I'm pushing as hard as I can with this bag. Okay, to do that in a minute, I've reduced the time from a minute and a half to a minute. The best I've done so far is 6, like I did today in the minute. But before I had to put the bag down. This time I didn't, okay? And next is that those reps were much better, cleaner, because the other time I called 6. Some of them were like barely on my shoulder. All right, hold on. I just wanted to bring that a little more to failure. All right, so let's talk about some stuff. Sorry. So, like I said, it's been a while, maybe 2 months since I made a video. Doesn't mean I haven't been working out in those 2 months. I have been, and I've kind of talked about wanting to experiment a little bit more with a heavy carb diet. I've always been a strong proponent. Again, Mike Mentzer talked about it too. A lot of his principles as far as working out and nutrition, I agree with. Nutrition should be high carb, okay? He advocates for like a 60, 65, 10, 15, or 15, 20, and like 5 to 10, whatever of fats. I broke that down right. I actually, for a while, was eating way more protein than that, a long time ago, and didn't see much major difference. I weighed more, close to 250 pounds once, just a chubby kid with some muscles. I'm much leaner now, 185, sometimes 183, obviously much leaner. I'm stronger, definitely stronger on many lifts, just as strong, better conditioning overall. And really, I've been experimenting with a heavy carb diet and leaning out with that, okay? Even eating more calories than what I was eating before. I think it's just the more carbs, you just got way more energy. I think you recover quicker. And of those, I'm predominantly just raw fruits throughout the day. I'm probably getting about 2,400 calories from fruit, okay? Sugars are doing great. I do check my periodically. My blood sugar level is always in the low after eating, maybe about 100, 110 the most. Normal levels between 70 and 80. My workouts, I'm averaging 30 to 60 grams of protein a day. Now again, this has been about since, March. So where we at? March, April, May, June, July, halfway through August. So almost 6 months of this before I spoke about it too much because I wanted to experiment. And maybe 6 months is still too early. But I feel great, and I advocate that, check it out. You know what I mean? I believe God created fruits for us to eat. It's mankind's food to eat, okay? It gives us everything we need. I don't want to say I doubted it, but you'd have hesitation about, oh, where's your protein? Where are these other nutrients? Like I said, I'm not being dogmatic or absolute about this. It's summertime, very easy to get fruits. delicious fruits. I just think it's really the carbs. Fruits just obviously comes with a lot of other benefits. But I think if you did this with oatmeal, rice, at nighttime I do eat lots of rice. I have lots of beans with it. I'm not against meat, I'll just have some meat, but I'm starting to think that obviously it's not as important as we're being told on many levels, as important. And that's it. And I just think plant protein probably is better. But I'm sure there's a lot of argument with that. I've just been seeing for myself. Again, I'm not anti-meat, I'm not vegan, promoting vegan. I just think fruits and vegetables are God's food for us, and some meat we can eat. I'm not saying it's a sin to eat it or bad to eat it. I just think we eat too much of it and it's not needed, okay? Anyhow, I don't want to go on too much. I will talk about this more another time. If anybody has any questions, comments, please leave it. But it has not affected my workouts. This is just an example. I continue to get stronger. As I'm getting older, okay, and losing weight, okay? I'm not any weaker. I'm recovering quicker, much more energy, less joint pain. Not that I had a ton of it. I think with the Mike Mentzer philosophy anyways, letting your body to recover help in a huge way, but this just is further helping. So again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Any comments, even if it's anti this, as long as you're not mean or purposely just trolling, I'd love to learn and maybe be critiqued. Again, I'm not absolute and dogmatic about it. I've experimented for many years with your typical bodybuilding diet, mostly, like I said, still on the Mike Mentzer side of high carb, okay, but a gram of protein per pound of body weight, even sometimes doubled that for years. Never saw anything majorly significant. I will say this, protein does not build muscles. It doesn't. If protein built muscles, be lots of people out there who eat lots of protein who would be muscular. Working out hard and recovery builds muscles. All right, that's it. All right, thanks for watching. Frank Robles, as I always say, stay strong spiritually, mentally, and physically. Thanks for watching.